What's going on, guys? This is AutoCleaner635 on Jimmy Master Animatronics, and I'm pretty happy to do this review today. It's not something that you guys are going to be like, whoa, this is such an amazing thing. No. But it is something that's really cool, and I really like it. So, you guys may wonder, what is that? Well, there's this certain item, there's this certain bunch of items that... No, not really items. There's a certain bunch of toys that you think about, and you think about a characteristic YouTuber that is actually in here. You know, it's actually into this channel. And I'm pretty sure that when I show this, you guys are going to be like, yes, this is the first thing that comes up to my head. This YouTuber comes up to my head as soon as I see this thing. And let's go ahead and test if I'm right or not. Chip the golf bag, or Chip the Hacker's Heckler. And yes, by that one YouTuber, I'm talking about jobeanvideos, and believe it or not, this guy actually comes from him. This is one of Jordan's childhood Chip the Hacker's Heckler. I was supposed to receive a red one and a green one, but it turns out I had to leave them at Kevin's because they would not fit anywhere. If anybody actually wants to know where this one came, like how this one came, it actually came inside the body shells of a Roboraptor. And I'm not kidding. There was a Roboraptor that I brought that was in pieces, and this came stuffed into it. So that's just how tight the things were in there. Thankfully, there has been no damage done to the little thing whatsoever, and I managed to find the regular speaker and everything and just fix it up. It's not really loud. I don't think any of these are loud, but I replaced the speaker with the best one I found. Anyway, as I've said, this used to belong to Jordan, and Jordan gave it to Kevin with a bunch of others, because Kevin actually got a full set. He got a green, he got a red, he got a blue, and he got a black. And most of them, I think either most or all of them had the original tags. But as, how's it called? The only thing, of course, yeah, Jordan let Kevin because Kevin said, hey Jordan, listen, what about if I give Ivan the golf bags? And Jordan said, yes, you can, but do only one single thing. Keep the blue one. And you guys may be wondering, why the blue one? Well, if you guys followed Jordan's channel for long enough, you guys do know they made a meetup too, and Kevin and Jordan found that one at the flea market together. So it's completely understandable. I'm really not looking forward to finish the whole series, even though it would be nice to have all 4 colors, but all 5 actually, because I think there's a green one too. There's like a dark green, like a camel green, I call it. But anyways, the thing is that I was supposed to get 3. I only got 1 because I didn't get them into my luggage. However, the next time I go to Kevin's, those other 2 are going to be mine, and I'll know how to fix them. Anyways, what did little Chip need? He only needed a new speaker, which the speaker's located in this side of the mechanism. We can say the base. It was supposed to be held in by a plastic piece, which got lost. And as usual, you guys know Jordan. He used to use the things 24/7, and even though it sounds unbelievable, even though the many videos he made of these things working, same with the Army Man, same with the Weasel Balls, you know, those characteristic things from his channel that you see and you say, this is so jobeanvideos. Basically, this guy had, of course, a regular motor. It was, how can I say it? It was a turbo fighter / snowflake arm for the snowflake spinners / oh yeah, pop culture series, of course, yeah, the bigger ones, not the small ones. The motor for the mouth. It's that type of motor, that middle-sized round motor. And it actually had holes in the brushes. And what I had to do was just change the brushes, and good as new. Mr. Chip is functioning great again. I put a new speaker and everything, and he's ready. I also put a new zip tie, which actually had to be a double zip tie because there was no way. Actually, hold on. Was it a double? No, never mind. It actually is a simple zip tie. I managed to find a simple zip tie. But yeah, other than that, here's Chip the Hacker's Heckler. And right before I start showing this, I'll go ahead and show a few funny things. Number one, he still has the price tag, which is really nice, and at the same time the original tag, which I love it. It says batteries included, chip the hacker's Heckler. Now, what is hacker and what is Heckler? This is golf language. Hacker means a person that doesn't play, you know, that plays like shit. That plays golf like shit. Like example me, because I've never played it, I would be a hacker. And Heckler. Heckler means someone that insults or someone that, you know, basically somebody that insults. That's what this guy is. A hacker's heckler. So this is for a hacker, and it insults, which is pretty much what it does. Now, of course, it has the typical golf bag shape with the little handle on the side. And one thing I've always wondered, and for anybody who doesn't have these yet, I'm going to go ahead and actually confirm it. These are actually working zippers. These do actually work. You can close the mouth, you can open up the pockets, and you can hide whatever you want into them. And yes, these are actual functioning pockets. So if you want to, you can just go ahead and put 2 AA batteries. So if you go on a travel with Mr. Chip and the batteries die out, you can just take these batteries out of it, and that's it. You have spare batteries until you come back from your vacation. But yeah, anyways. Going a bit after this, like, going a bit more internally into this bag, I mean. This has, of course, one motor that turns both directions. When it turns one direction, only the mouth moves. When it turns the other direction, both mouth and this entire upper half swings. Now, here's the thing about this one. Basically, this one and every other one, and this is why I don't recommend grabbing this one, like, you know, like grabbing it with your hand. As the Desert Dancers, and as many others, because that's practically the reason, because I'll say this. In 2014, I actually got a really fucked up dancing cactus. It was Pedro, I think. It's the one that sings I Am a Cactus. And I was never able to fix it because this one gear went completely shitty on it. It's a gummy gear, of course. I'll go ahead and actually show because I do have a few here. Oh, this is the one. Okay, this is the one gear that came from Chip the Hacker's Heckler. You guys can see the teeth break out really easily because this is the one gear that is gummy. Now you may be asking, why are these gears gummy? Simple, for not being that noisy. Because this is the second gear that the entire gearbox has. Meaning that the motor has a pretty thick 10-tooth gear. And after that, there's this. Now, this is so old that this is literally what happens with it. See what I mean? The pieces just come off. The rubbery material deteriorates, and this is basically what happens. Yes, this is the original gear. I always keep it as a sample, and I just broke it. Now, another gear that had this issue, and this is actually a little random. I think I should still have it. That's pretty weird. I could swear that I used to have it, at least as a sample. Turns out I don't have it anymore. I must have thrown it away when it broke, but the Snowflake Spinner's arms, the gummy gear, again, as I've said, the gear after the 10th gear in their arm also has that issue. And it's going to generally happen with every single one. There's been a few animatronics, even generic ones, that I had to open up and just change that. However, now he has a plastic gear, and he works absolutely fine. There will be no issues with it in a long time, because I greased up the motor. I checked all the wires, and even though it was not that necessary, I resoldered and desoldered some of the main wires, just like the clap sensor. Clap sensor is literally unprotected right here, so if the thing receives a hit or it falls, yeah, that clap sensor will get a little, like, deformed, and that's basically what happened. I don't know if Jordan ever dropped it or anything, but it's on this side and it's already slightly damaged. The board is on this side too, right here. And I guess that's practically everything I gotta say. I mean, other than that, here's the on-off switch, the 2 batteries, which I actually removed. And that's it. So, he sings 3 songs. Oh, by the way, yeah. Jordan got these at a gas station, and here's the price, 15 bucks. I would say for the time, it's a little expensive, but I like it. Anyways, what he does, of course, he says, "Oh, great shot! Did you break your hip playing it? Your hips playing it?" And then he says he plays the first song, which is like it's a that one says check the ball and check the hook, cheat. I think it's either cheat or check. And then it says take a look, your swing ain't very nice. The second one is the classic Chip the Golf Bag song. At least that's how I call it. It's like the one I most know, which is the chip to the green, that one. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and demonstrate it for you. Of course, as soon as we turn it on, he makes a sample, like he makes the first song just to show it's working.
Oh, great shot! It's a bring it that players. Keep the ball and see it hook. Keep the ball and see it slice. Take a look, your swing ain't very high.
And of course, you can just snap your fingers.
Nice swing! Full circuit, here we go. Chip, chip, chip to the green. Chip, chip, chip to the green. Chip, chip, chip to the green. Chip to the green. Heckler.
That song, to be honest, it's like a classic Chip the Hackers Heckler song, at least for me.
You give no meaning to the phrase. Keep it off. Hit it. Hunting we will go. Hunting we will go. Where is it? Oh, it didn't go.
Now, what really calls my attention is that this guy is from the year, I think it was 2000. I could be wrong. Fuck, there's no way to... God, I thought... Oh, that's weird. I thought this text said it. Never mind then. But yeah, this is around from the year 2000, apparently, as of what I've heard. And it kills me that the leather's still in decently good shape. Literally, the only part that got a little bad was the bottom. When I tried putting the first zip tie on, because I made a big-ass mistake. First, as I didn't have a long enough zip tie, I grabbed 2 zip ties and put them in. And every time they would get to the edges, it would like start scratching this up from the inside. But then I found out there was a bigger one that was actually the length I needed, and I felt completely retarded, I'll say this. But yeah, other than that, I also love the fact that even the printing on the leather is still absolutely fine. Chip the Hackers Heckler. What a name. What a name, PLAYTRONIX! What a goddamn name! Anyways, I guess that's been the out of the ordinary review on this little guy. And as soon as because I'm gonna actually slight update, not really animatronic related, but I will be buying myself some metallic shelves pretty damn soon. So I will probably put this guy out for display in some edge, because it'll be mostly covered up by robots, but this guy will be sure to be in there being displayed. So yeah. I guess that's practically it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. And remember, one can never have too much golf bags. Thanks for your attention. Now look at my tag!